Be my pleasure. We have Peter Bagley from Babson. We're going to find out a little bit about who he is and his Entrepreneur Leadership Academy that he runs. So, Peter, nice
Welcome,
to have
Peter.
you.
Peter is the faculty director of the Entrepreneurial Leadership Academy at Babson, which we know all too well on this show because so many of your former students have come through as entrepreneurs moving along in their careers. So welcome. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the Entrepreneurial Leadership Academy?
Well, thank you very much for having me on tonight, gentlemen. The Entrepreneurial Leadership Academy was established 5 years ago by Dean Dennis Hano, who's the dean of the undergraduate school. And it focuses on high school students between the ages of 14 and 19. And originally started in Africa, in Rwanda, where a bunch of Babson students went down and they delivered the Introduction to Entrepreneurship 101 to a number of private high schools down in Africa. And from that, we started 3 years ago a summer camp program called the Summer Experience. It's a development program for high school students worldwide. In our third year, we had 79 students from 29 countries. And they go through a 5-week program of Entrepreneurship 101, where they actually go through the entire program, if you will, in terms of idea generation, right through feasibility, right through starting a business, and actually launched the businesses. And as of today, we have 14 businesses up and running over the last 3 years from those high school students.
That's fascinating. Where did you come up, or who came up with the idea of starting this in Rwanda?
Dennis Hano is the engineer of that program. He saw an opportunity down in Africa where we could put in students in the summer and we could get groups of 12 students, undergraduate students, get out and mentor and deliver our programs. Another woman named Nicole Smith also helped him do that. And that was just a venture and a mission that they had 5 or 6 years ago. And it's in its 5th year and they're doing extremely well. I think they're up to 4 schools down in Africa. And they actually are going down again during the break, which will be, December through January, and doing 2 additional schools.
Fascinating. So what percentage of the, or is there any conversion of the high school students to Babson students at some point in time? Or
Well, there is a little pipeline that we have because everybody that came to
Ingenious.
the first, it's a miracle. The first program we had, almost all the students applied to Babson because they thought it was their inroads, obviously, to get into the undergraduate program. We had a lot of students that we wanted to keep that didn't come to Babson. So we have probably 10 to 15% accepted applications through that program. Our first year we had 30, the next year we had 50 students in the program. Now we had 80 this year. So we'll probably let in 12 to 13 students from that 80.
And fascinating, you said